The news reaching us right now is very important for every Nigerian to hear and understand. For a long time, we have been hearing about the security problems in our country, but today, something very significant has changed. According to a report from Reuters, the United States military has officially sent a small team of its troops to Nigeria. This is the first time in many years that we are seeing American soldiers officially on our ground to help with the fight against the terrorists that have been troubling our peace. This news comes just as we are entering the second month of 2026, and it follows some very heavy events that happened during the last Christmas season. If you remember, on Christmas Day in 2025, there were big airstrikes that the United States carried out against groups they called Islamic State targets right here in Nigeria. Those strikes were ordered by the American President Donald Trump because he was worried that the situation in West Africa was getting out of hand. After those bombs fell, many people were wondering what would happen next. Would the Americans just fly away and leave us, or would they come closer to help? Today, we have the answer. General Dagvin Anderson, who is the head of the United States Africa Command, which they call AFRICOM, confirmed that this small team of soldiers is now in Nigeria. He said this move happened because both the American government and the Nigerian government agreed that they needed to do more to stop the spread of terrorism. Now, you might be wondering what exactly these American soldiers are doing here. It is not like they are bringing thousands of men to fight a big war in the streets. No, they are describing this as a small team with unique capabilities. This means they have special skills and equipment that can help our own Nigerian soldiers see things they couldn't see before. A lot of their work will be about gathering intelligence. In simple terms, they are here to be the eyes and ears from the sky and on the ground. They want to find exactly where the leaders of groups like Boko Haram and the Islamic State West Africa province are hiding. By doing this, they can help our own military plan their attacks better so that they can be more successful without putting as many people at risk. This decision did not just happen overnight. It is the result of meetings that have been going on behind closed doors for some time. We are learning that General Anderson met with our president, Bola Tinubu, in Rome late last year. They sat down and looked at the map of Nigeria, saying how these bad actors have been moving across the borders and into our villages. They realized that Nigeria needs more than just weapons. We need the kind of technology and training that a country like America can provide. Before these soldiers arrived, the Americans were already flying surveillance planes over Nigeria, but they were doing it from the neighboring country of Ghana. Now, by having a small team on the ground, they can work directly with our Defense Minister, Christopher Musa, and our military chiefs to make sure every move is coordinated. While you are listening to this important update, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us keep you informed about what is happening in our country and ensures you never miss a breaking news update that affects your safety and your family. We are committed to bringing you the truth in a way that is easy to understand, so hitting that subscribe button really makes a difference. The reason why this is making such big headlines today is because of the pressure coming from Washington. President Trump has been very vocal about the security situation in Nigeria. He has expressed deep concern that the government in Abuja was not doing enough to protect people, especially Christians in the northern parts of the country who have been facing many attacks. Because of these concerns, the United States even put Nigeria on a list of countries they are watching closely regarding religious freedom. Our government has always said that the terrorists do not care about religion. They kill both Christians and Muslims alike. However, this disagreement actually pushed both countries to work closer together. Instead of just arguing, they decided that the best way to solve the problem was to put their heads together and get American experts on the ground to assist. It is important to understand that our own military is still in charge of our land. Defense Minister Christopher Musa confirmed that the American team is here, but he was very careful not to give too many details about where they are staying or how many they are. This is for their safety and for the success of their mission. We know that when you are dealing with groups that hide in forests and remote villages, you cannot announce your every move on the radio. But the main goal is clear. They want to stop the kidnappings, stop the attacks on churches and mosques, and make sure that the roads in the North and Middle Belt are safe for people to travel and for farmers to go to their fields. For the older generation who remember when Nigeria was very peaceful, this news brings a mix of hope and serious reflection. We remember when you could travel from Lagos to Kano or from Enugu to Maiduguri without fear. Today, the world has changed, and the enemies we face use modern technology and foreign help to cause trouble. That is why it is good that we are also getting modern help. The Americans are bringing in things like advanced satellite imaging and radios that the terrorists cannot listen to. This gives our boys in uniform a real advantage. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Waidi Shaibu, also mentioned recently that our army is moving towards using more intelligence and technology. This new cooperation with the US fits perfectly into that plan. We must also look at the bigger picture in West Africa. This is not just about Nigeria. There are similar problems in countries like Niger and Mali. By making Nigeria strong, the whole region becomes safer. The Americans know that if Nigeria is stable, it helps the whole world. That is why they are willing to send their officers to stay with us and share their knowledge. It shows that they see Nigeria as a very important partner. Even though there have been some harsh words between the leaders in the past, at the end of the day, everyone wants the same thing: peace and security for the common man. As we watch how this small team of American troops settles in, we should stay prayerful and hopeful. The road to total peace is long, but every step counts. This new partnership is a big step. It shows that we are not alone in this fight. It shows that the international community is paying attention to what is happening in our villages and towns. We will continue to follow this story very closely to see how these unique capabilities will change the situation on the ground. We hope to see a reduction in the number of attacks and a time when every Nigerian can sleep with both eyes closed. Thank you for staying with us through this commentary. If you found this explanation helpful, please share it with your friends and family on WhatsApp so that they can also understand what is happening. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support helps us continue to bring you these important stories. We will be here to update you as more details come out from the government and from the news agencies. Stay safe and stay informed.